Do you guys go into any of that hentai stuff?
No.
No, I just go for the regular porn.
Yeah, virtual porn, that's kind of funny. Animated porn.
What's funny about it?
Well, it's animated. You know? There's just something wrong with it being animated and then being like into it. Like, stick to the real world stuff.
You've been on these panels. What's your expert opinion as to why people actually like this type of thing?
Let's see. Mainly, it's a way of release. I think it's people. We're just, as anime fans, we're very open to new things. Most people are very liberal, and this is just another, way to get a release from everyday world. We know it's fantasy. We know it's not real. Just kind of a fun thing to do, and it's a nice little sub-underground culture to be a part of, and everybody's very friendly. So, and yeah, some people do, like it, but yeah.
Okay, so over time the term yaoi in the Western world has grown to encompass a lot of different media. It can refer to comics, animation, video games, fan fictions, just about anything you can put two guys together in, because that is basically the core of yaoi. But there's some people that disagree with defining it that way. It's kind of purists, but we're gonna go with the Western sense of the word because that's what everybody's used to right now. So, does anybody know what it actually stands for?
Sword fight.
Yeah.
I got it from Matt last week.
That was kind of close. Yeah. What is it? What is it, Ruby?
It's not really sword fight. What? Actually, the reason why I guess we think Dragon Ball Z and Ultimate Muscle is kind of disgusting because they're involving muscle man, and like in yaoi you think of like pretty boys. Yeah. Like they don't have any muscle at all, and I guess that's why one of the reasons is like because girls prefer pretty things. Because women prefer like pure relationship, and that's why you get yaoi. They're just so innocent. Sometimes. Well, in the beginning, anyways, where they just go, oh, I don't know if I should like him because he's a boy. But like, you just have to like cross all the obstacles, and because they love each other.
They love.
Yeah.
Goes over these obstacles, and the women are like, I wish mine would do that. And
They're not anime literate. They're like, I mean, they know anime. They watch a lot of animes, but then they take them and then try and overanalyze them because they've gone past the point of enjoying them, where they're trying to find some meaning in them that they can tie to their lives.
Why do you think they do that?
They're lonely, often not very attractive.
The Manga Club of OSU is just basically a group where we can get together, draw, help each other out. It's a lot of socializing too. We're a big family, big group of friends that just get together and like to draw, and we like to publish our own artwork and go to anime conventions and try and sell our artwork there.
What is the anime club's purpose that you know of?
I think it's kind of like Alcoholics Anonymous. It's like people suffering from the same syndrome get together and then hang out and then talk about their syndrome. It's kind of like a support group. I mean, there is the purpose of introducing people to new anime, but in the end, they really just want you to be their friend.
How long have you been doodling?
Like this book is like 3 weeks worth of stuff. I've been drawing since about 8th grade. Like I saw Sailor Moon, then I found a how to draw Sailor Moon thing, and I've never looked back.
There's a good guy.
Okay, that's.
God damn you, you're
I'm interested in. It's gotten me interested in language and culture more, and I want to work in translation. I don't know if I want to work directly in translation with anime and manga or anything like that, but that's kind of where I want to do.
It's really funny how much more powerful he is now than when he fights here. Anime-wise, we mainly download all the animes. Video-wise, God, I couldn't even say DVD and...
Yeah.
Game-wise, probably
I usually buy about
100 to 200 a month on video games.
I buy about a game a week, virtually. So.
Yeah.
You buy them? You don't rent them from Blockbuster or anything?
That's stupid.
No.
Unless it's like a game we don't think we want to own. Well, I was in graphic design for a while, so I always thought it would be fun to work on like animation-wise or something like that for it. But I've never really sat there and drawn out the characters like a lot of people do. I don't think any of us have.
Yeah, I'd rather just watch it.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, you like the characters that are like the ones that are. If it's a normal, boring character, you're not gonna like it. It's the ones that are like the most extreme and contrary to like normal real life that are the most interesting. So you don't necessarily aspire to be them or necessarily even like them, other than the fact that they're just such a break from reality that like they're so extreme that they're really interesting to watch. Like you don't see anybody like Gas. You don't see anybody walking around, you know, built like let's say what Dolph Lundgren, carrying a 6-foot, 300-pound sword, you know, chopping people and horses in half, you know, with one swing. That's not normal.
Yeah, well, I'd hope you wouldn't see that.
You could.
Do you guys consider yourselves otaku?
No. They're the people that we don't really like.
Why don't you like them?
They take it too far and get like really into the anime, like more into it than like I think you should be. It's just like it's the same way like you would view like Trekkies or like Star Wars like fanatics, where they're just taking something to an extreme, where it's like taking over their life. Like it's an escapist reality, but when you incorporate that as a part of your life and like try and give it more meaning than it has, then that's just stupid.
Do you consider yourself an otaku, a nerd, a geek, none of the above?
God, yes, all of the above. I love playing video games with my friends, card games. We usually make trips out and like play Magic the Gathering together. We watch anime together. I'm head of the manga club. If that doesn't constitute for being a dork, I don't know what does. So yeah, just, I mean, all above, I'm proud of it and everything.
Do you consider yourself an otaku or a geek, a nerd?
Yes, I'm an otaku, geek, and a nerd. I worked in a computer services, so that counts for geekdom.
Okay.
When you know how to make a like modified case to cool down your video card better, you qualify as a geek.
Well, why do you call yourself an otaku?
Because I dress up for conventions. I love conventions. I like drawing anime. I love reading manga. I'm not so much into watching anime, but that's because of the lack of time thing. But you should see my yaoi collection on my computer. These 20 discs. And then my anime music collection's even scarier.
Do you think anime or manga having this interest has changed your life in any way?
I don't think it's changed my life. I think it's pretty much defined my life. It's sort of who I am. It's not something I do. I enjoy anime and manga, and I guess it's really just a part of me.
Do you consider yourself an otaku, a geek, a nerd, anything like that?
All of the above.
All the above? Why do you say that?
Well, I mean, it's, you know, that's just the way I've been over the years. All my friends are geeks, and we don't take it personally, but that's the way we're classified, and we're fine with it and enjoy it.
Not good enough with computers to be a geek, but total science nerd.
Total science nerd?
I'm not totally sure whether the term otaku is a good thing, so I'll refrain from judgment on that one.
Okay.
I like anime.
Would you consider yourself an otaku, geek, nerd, all the above, none of the above?
Sure, I'm open.
Why do you say that?
I have no reason not to say it.
Oh, I had Lena Chan. She was a good teacher. She had some good animations from the stuff she handed out. I really like the name Dr. Funk.
Dr. Funk.
And I think he should release his own clothing line. I think that'd be a really awesome idea, and you can make a lot of money that way. it's like, what are you wearing? I'm wearing the Dr. Funk clothing line because he's like he's on the arts and stuff. Is this gonna be shown in front of the class? Oh,
That's
well.
why I had to ask you about Shen.
Hi. Yeah, that was a good class.
I totally think Dr. Funk should get like an afro.
Oh, that'd be sweet
like,
too.
Wear like a sweatband across his brow, like a giant old boombox, and like wear like roller skates, not rollerblades, roller skates. Like just like skate around campus, like listen to like It's a Brick House or something.
She's a big. Yeah, but that's just because his name Dr. Funk.
Yeah, but
so that's what he's got to do.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a choice.
Hey man, you gotta go with the name.
It's true.